The NBA announced on Tuesday the regular season schedule for the 2009-10 season, and there is no doubt we are all pumped up about opening night. Are you jonesing for some regular season NBA action? Well, so are we. But you won't have to wait much longer, basketball fans. All the regular season action tips off on October 27th with 4 high-powered matchups. After playoff pushes that fell short, both the Celtics and Cavaliers have something to prove. With Rasheed Wallace now in the mix for Boston and Shaq for Cleveland, Boston and Cleveland will meet up, and it will be fun on opening night. The Blazers welcome Andre Miller, but will this coast-to-coast change strengthen Portland's trifecta of talent? Find out as they go up against a Yowless Rocket team wondering about T-Mac. And rumor has it Agent Zero is back and ready for action. It's Gilbert and the Wizards against Dirk and the Jasons as the Mavs take on the Wizards. And finally, L.A. will be a city divided as the reigning world champs head up against a hungry Clippers squad. Watch Blake Griffin make his regular season debut as the purple and gold lay the groundwork for their title defense. It's sure to be a night you won't want to miss. And check out the slate on opening night. Typically, it's just a TNT doubleheader, and that's been enough. But this year, you get more. It all tips off at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time on TNT. The Celtics and the Cavaliers from the Q, where they lost 2 games, really like 1.5 games last year. At 8:30, it's a League Pass special, the Wizards and the Mavericks. Another League Pass special from Portland. It's the Rockets and the Trailblazers at 10. And then the second of TNT's first doubleheader of the 09-10 season, Clippers, Lakers in the battle for Los Angeles, that at 10:30. And L.A. has not lost a season series against the Lakers, have not lost a season series against the Clippers since Kobe got there back in '96. And for the Celtics and Cavaliers, Celtics won last year in the season opener 90-85 over the Cavs. But of those 4 games, which one has you really intrigued and excited?
Well, Rick, I am anxious for opening night. That's basketball season is back. But when you look at those games, it has to be the Celtics and the Cavs. When you look at the Shaquille O'Neal, he's in Cleveland right now, Anthony Parker, Jamario Moon. And then when you look on the Celtics side, a healthy KG to go alongside with Rasheed Wallace. That's the game I am penciling in. I'll be ready watching that one, Rick.
So who is going to lead not only the Celtics, but probably the league in technical fouls this year? Will it be Kevin Garnett, or will it be Rasheed Wallace? They're going to be in competition for minutes, for shots, and for technical fouls.
Well, technical fouls maybe, but those 2 guys, as far as minutes and shot, they'll be fine. You can tell both those guys just play to win, but both those guys are animated, and when you look at it, the defensive problems that they're going to have given guys with their matchup, it's going to be a treat to see because those 2 guys are unselfish. They'll be fine as far as the basketball.
Think about the fact that now Boston has 3 dudes that can hit daggers in your eye at the end of games. Ray, Paul Pierce, and now Rasheed Wallace. And I know KG does his thing, but Rasheed just dagger 3 after dagger 3. That's what he does, and he gets under your skin as well. Now, let's show you what's coming up on Christmas Day. There aren't 4 games like opening night. There are 5. It all starts at noon on Christmas Day on ESPN. It is the Heat and the Knicks. On ABC, they have a doubleheader for you right in the middle of the day. Definitely plan the opening gifts and the eating of the turkey or the ham or whatever you got around these games. 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time on ABC. It's the Celtics and Magic from Amway Arena. And then it's LeBron James and the Cavaliers against Kobe Bryant and the Lakers from Staples at 5. Yum. Clippers and Suns, that'll be a high-scoring affair at 8 on ESPN. And then the last game on Christmas Day features a couple of primetime contenders in the West, the Denver Nuggets and the Trailblazers at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I don't even need to ask you what is your favorite game on Christmas Day. I'm just going to ask you to tell everybody what you love about that Kobe-LeBron matchup, Cavs and Lakers from Staples.
What I love is the matchups. Obviously, the teams are great, but when you look at, like you said, the Kobe versus LeBron, we're going to have that, definitely talk about that all season long, who's better. Then you have Shaquille O'Neal returning back to the Lakers, playing against Bynum and Gasol. But then you throw in Ron, Lamar Odom with Anthony Parker and Jamario Moon and those guys down in Cleveland. This is going to be a fantastic game to watch. I think this one's going to have playoffs written all over it.
Both teams, Lakers and Cavaliers, improved themselves here in the offseason. Who do you think improved more?
Well, I have to give it to the Lakers. The reason why, I think when you add our test, the versatility in the defense, that's definitely a great pickup. But keeping Lamar Odom was the biggest pickup of all. And I think when you look at it right now, that Laker team and having Andrew Bynum probably healthy for the entire season, I have to give the nod to the Los Angeles Lakers.
3 more big names changed teams and uniforms in this offseason: Vince Carter, Hedo Turkoglu, and Ben Gordon. And these are some potentially historic matchups that we want to tell you about as we take a look at the 09-10 season in the NBA. The 76ers and Magic meet up October 28th at 7 Eastern Time. It is Vince Carter's Magic debut. You don't want to miss that. And then you have Ben Gordon's first game against his former team. It is an unbelievable situation for us basketball fans, and this is the first time BG will be doing it to his former team, the Chicago Bulls. That's December 2nd at 8. And then the Raptors and Magic. What's the big deal about that game? It is Hedo Turkoglu's first game against his former team. He, of course, now with the Raps, playing the Magic in his old stomping grounds at Amway Arena, December 16th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Vince Carter with the Orlando Magic. Do you like the Magic more with Vince or with Hedo?
Well, it's going to be hard to tell. I think the only question you have right now is who will be handling the basketball. Obviously, Jameer Nelson is a point guard, but having the basketball, who will they put the basketball in the hands of at the end of the games? Will it be Dwight Howard? Will it be Vince Carter? We all knew it was Turkoglu, and I think Vince Carter can get it done. I really like this one because I think when you look at Vince, here's a guy that's going to bring some excitement. Here's a guy who can get his own shot and also have a guy at the end of the game not only can make baskets like Turkoglu, but can get other guys involved and take that big shot.
Hedo was that guy, the fourth quarter guy for Orlando the last 2 years. Now it presumably will be Vince Carter. And we take a look at Hedo here. I want to ask you this. Are you worried that he is not going to be playmaking as much with Jose Calderon as the point guard in Toronto? Do you think it's going to hurt Hedo's numbers? Do you think he will ultimately be a disappointment with Toronto, or am I barking up the wrong tree?
I don't think it'll be a disappointment, but you raise a great question. Not having the basketball in his hand, that's just his biggest strength, because when it's his size being able to handle the basketball, you put a small on him, as you saw in the playoffs, he takes you down in the post. If you put somebody who's big, he goes around him. Now having to play off of guys, this is where I think he might struggle a little bit, but that system, he can still knock down three-point shots. I don't think his numbers will be as high with Toronto as they were with Orlando Magic.
Summer of 2007, Ben Gordon got an offer from the Bulls, said, mm-mm. Summer of 2008, Ben Gordon got an offer from the Chicago Bulls, mm-mm. Summer of 2009, he got an offer from the Detroit Pistons. He said, mm-hmm. So he's going to Detroit, playing against Chicago. You like BG to Detroit?
I love BG anywhere because here's a guy that will go out there and score the basketball, and I'm penciling in 40 points against his former team. BG, go get it.